The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. Ain't sold a million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this song for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Miami Dolphins. Ready for football now on a sunny Florida afternoon. And we are underway from Miami. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Let's go.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. It'll be a gain of 5. And now third down and 6 to go. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
On third down, here comes Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 36-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And this time, the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get that out to the flat to right. Finding space at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Slot man moves right. Second down, back to Fournette. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker. Now it's 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Complete right side to Otten. Fights through, and now a crease. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Buccaneers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Fournette, first down carry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Fournette on the counter. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Brady. His throw caught right around the 6. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they...
He's got a man, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
43 rail. Check pick.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Tua. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Sanders' kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding the 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Brady now on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Throwing on second and long. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Gadwin. Call it a gain of a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Now Brady. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. 1 yard on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready. Heel flat. You don't put it. Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buck
blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. On first down, Brady. This is caught by Evans. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Suckup missed it. It's no good. He missed it wide to the left. And they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brady. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Play action, now it's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage. On these all-important snaps, he certainly looks dialed in right now.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.
It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Succop's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. He's got Otten. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Brady now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolutely devastating effect.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. And he's got it. The conversion good. We are tied in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. On the tackle there is Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside. and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
This one taken in by Otten. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now Brady again. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, 48 yards. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You're talking about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is away and incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Okay, break. Green.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. That's Tua's running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A handoff, Fournette running left. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Wait, set.
Fournette once more on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Brady gives this to White, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Bradley Chubb came in and got it.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's good.